Mr. Garrick, we called your name this morning. You weren't here. What happens when you're not here on time is your bond gets forfeited and there's a warrant for your arrest. It's very important that you get here on time.
Yes, ma'am. I kept in contact with the bond people while I was on the way here.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to recall that bond forfeiture, and this is your initial appearance, Mr. Garrick, in cause number 26 DCCR 0961. You are charged with the second-degree felony offense of assault on a peace officer from March 12th of 2026. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Yes, ma'am. But I also have been having situations like since me being locked up, it stopped a lot of like money problems, So it kind of like was an
Are
issue.
you working?
Yes, ma'am. Right. Currently, I start my job this week, but
So here's what I'm going to do, Mr. Garrick. Now, once you bond out, I expect you to at least try to hire your own lawyer.
yes,
So I'm going to reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time just to see if you can get someone hired.
yes, ma'am.
If you get someone hired before the next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what you need to do.
Yes, ma'am.
If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to, so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following the court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset notice. It's obviously it will now be probably the oldest case on my docket, so it's very likely that it would be number one, and we'll know that on the pretrial date.
And my request would be, again, I know this is an unusual request, but obviously it's very expensive and time consuming to come in for a pretrial. So my request would be to just note, I don't know that there will be pretrial issues other than getting trial order. So if he could appear via Zoom or appear, let me appear on his behalf or something like that for pretrial. And again, normally I don't ask for special dispensation, but he's a Haitian refugee. He's not a loaded with money person, and it takes a lot of energy and effort and costs and days of his life to come here and then go back. And so
and I will do my best on that. Obviously, the concern isn't just about him either. So it is going to have a pretrial. Miss Malfino, if you'll get with Mr. Katina and whoever is going to take care of that case, we'll put it on the trial docket. And if you will just send over some request in writing, a memo or something to myself, Mr. Katina, and Miss Malfino, so that I will remember that when it gets a little closer to that pretrial. And then I wouldn't think there would be any objection. Okay, so we'll allow him, unless something comes up that obviously we need him here for some pretrial hearing, we can do that by Zoom for him. Okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll walk out of there before I do that.
No.
No, yes. I will. I would rather be here all day.
Thank you.
Leave it at
All
that.
right, sir, are you Darius Jack?
Yes.
You speak up.
Oh, look, you did 2 of these.
Jared, I had you the wrong one.
Well, they both say,
No, I did too. That's just how good I am.
there you go.
I know, actually, we did one last time.
Because that date is, yep,
And I needed to work something out in Hardin County. So
got it.
that's
Okay.
done.
And will Mr. Jack waive the formal reading of the indictment?
You will, Your Honor.
Mr. Jack, in clause number 25, DCCR 1624, you're charged with a 3rd-degree felony offense of violation of a bond or protective order within 2 times within 12 months from on or about September 24th of 2025 through October 4th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Paget?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
I had to go through them again.
You want
So-
copies of them, but.
Sure. Is there anything about those documents that you signed that you know right now that you don't understand? So do you understand that if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? So if I follow the agreement, you can't change your mind later. You understand? Also, and it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred probation. There would be a $1,000 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenors number 1.
No objections to states one, Your Honor.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Jacks is not competent?
None, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. So the underlying, it looks like there was a protected party of a Lillian Ortiz, which is the issue underlying. I want to make sure you understand, Mr. Jack, that as of now, a condition of your bond, if it wasn't already, it should have been, is that you have no contact or communication with Lillian Ortiz. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do y'all have children together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So any switch of children or talking about children needs to go through a third party, a parent, a brother, a sister, or through the family court with attorneys. All right. Does that make sense? So you can't go in person, pick up and drop off kids. You need to have someone do that for you.
Yes, ma'am.
That is very important. You can't call, you can't text. You need to have someone else do that for you. There's also some great programs and apps that you can get on your phone. One's called the Family Wizard. I would be absolutely encouraging of you to do that. Y'all both get that app, and every communication you have is saved on that app. So she can't say he was doing all this or he said blah, blah, blah. And you then can talk about kids have a doctor's appointment or kids have a soccer game or whatever it is. But it has to be an approved app, and you can talk to probation about that when they do that pre-sentence report. Make sense?
Yes.
All right.
Good thing is they worked all that out. There has been they have no reason to contact each other. The way
Perfect.
things are set up now. So,
Sounds good.
but I appreciate the admonishment.
All right. So talk to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom today. She'll get that process started for the PSI, and we'll see you back at sentencing.
Yeah.
All right. Pretty good, sir.
Thank
Thank you.
Martinez.
Yes.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
You will, Your Honor.
And are we going on count one only?
That's my understanding, Your Honor.
Give me a second to get it. All right, Mr. Martinez, in cause number 25, DCCR 1414, the state has elected to proceed on the count one only. It alleges you committed the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon from August 10th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with?
Yes, sir.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Paget?
Yes, sir.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, sir.
And it looks like the agreement is for a 6-year deferred probation. There would be a $1,000 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, sir.
State tenders number 1.
No objections to states one, Your Honor.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Martinez is not competent?
None, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the
Before leaving the courtroom, the judge gives one final instruction. Report to probation immediately.
Missing this step could create new problems before sentencing even begins. Do you think defendants always realize how important these first probation instructions really are?
Probation department can do pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop and talk to probation before you leave the courtroom today, and she's sitting at that desk right over there. All right, we'll see you back at sentencing.
May I be excused, Your Honor?